Hello, ready? This is City Skylines 2. This map is called Frontier Lake. I've built on it before, and I put quite a bit of time into it. And there's a lot of stuff that I did that I liked, and there's definitely some stuff that I did not like that I did. But I just thought this was an absolutely beautiful map. It provides plenty of challenge while also giving you a lot of opportunities to be creative with the road network and how you want everything laid out. This is all custom map tiles here. I can't pull it up yet, but they're all unique. They're not just square. This is your only starting grid right here. Plenty of flat space over here that's fertile. And there's some pretty interesting topography here with the mountains and the elevation change. I just really thought this was honestly a really amazing map. And from what I read from the summary of it, this is a completely handmade map. I don't think that they pulled any. Um, I don't think they used anything to pull any height maps or anything from. I don't think. But this has probably been one of my more favorite maps to play on. So I figured I'd give it another shot. Maybe make a video while I'm making it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. But yeah, like I said, this is the only place that you can start from. Last time I started, I just kind of kept the same uh, on and off ramps right here for the intersection. Seemed to work out for the most part pretty good. There is water and sewage pipe and electricity that are available, so that's what I'm going to start off with. So let's just get started by throwing down some more road network. Initially, we'll just start off with just a straight line there. Previously, in when I previously built, I had a decent amount of industrial kind of like built in this area right here, and also this area right here. This time, and also I built a lot of neighborhoods and suburban areas down over here, and I eventually gradually worked in some farms over here, and this was kind of like my downtown area. Um, I started to expand out here on this island right here. I built a big hospital and some other things, but maybe I want to do something a little bit different this time. I definitely obviously have to start right here, but maybe I'd like to try to expand over here this time. Maybe go up into this flat area eventually, rather than expanding this way. Like I said, the only reason I expanded this way before is because it was so fertile over there. So let's try to figure out, I guess before I go too far, let's figure out a way, um, have a rough idea of how we want to have major roads at least laid out. Um, and I really do think it'd be really cool if I could go over to this area, have some of the little neighborhoods, have maybe this can be my downtown area. Maybe this is the original, where the town was originally founded and it kind of just slowly expanded. Maybe we can have some smaller roads and stuff going over here with some mining and just some country roads with a lot more rural housing and stuff on it. So I'm trying to think the best way to probably get over to this side eventually. Trying to see, maybe I should have an initial crossing right here to kind of continue the highway a little bit. Or maybe I should just leave this exit the way it is and then create my own little off ramp right here to keep going that way. If I have this road, if I curve it over a little bit, looks like here's some natural ways that I can use and cover the road, to use the road to work its way up over here. Yeah, for now, let's just start off right here. We'll just call this Main Street. The original Main Street. How big of blocks do I want to go? Well, coming from this roundabout, let's go this far out. We'll go up. Six. Thinking 96 by 96. And I actually want to get rid of this. I don't want that to be that close to that roundabout. 96. And then I will get rid of these two right here so there's not too many intersections on a main road. Oh, selected the wrong road. You know what? I shouldn't have deleted those other roads. I just went straight up from them. And actually what I'm going to do is upgrade these roads. I just realized these roads say that it's 104. And I'm going to import power. I can either do it this way. Or I can use a French electrical station, which I do like how it has a smaller footprint, but maybe I can make this a little bit shorter and put it right along here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's put this where I want it. Kind of right in the middle of these two roads. have to connect it to power. We can get rid of this power line. And then as far as water is concerned, let's just go ahead and delete this section. Just keep it going along underneath the road. Let's figure out what way is the wind blowing. Okay, so the wind is blowing away from us. So we can definitely put some industrial over here if we wanted to, and then keep the residential away from that. Let's go ahead and build on the other side. Let's keep it 96, just like we did on the other side. .9 for whatever reason. That is not straight. Actually, we can have back to the roads. .96. This does not look like it's on a 90-degree angle, does it? we can use this road. Yeah, there's a way of getting up into here. Or we keep it the way it is. Let's actually create an interchange here. So we can get across to that side. I guess first things first, I guess let's continue. Let's just get this section built before we start going any further. And then on this side, let's add some as well. This one has a little bit more elevation change to it than the other side. Let's right click up here, slope up to it. Let's use another medium-sized road. We can add a roundabout. Something that, do we have anything that can kind of match? That kind of matches. Or do we want? No. Just some plain old water. Let's keep it flat for now. Because realistically, you'd want it somewhat flat for any semi truck and trailers that could run over it. Let's have some free form. We could definitely have a little cul-de-sac. Goes back into there. Okay, let's start putting down some zones. We can start collecting a little bit of money. I think I am going to put down some of the industrial over here on this side. And We can have residential on both sides. I love all the southwestern houses. Well, most of them, I should say. I also do like the Eastern European ones. I do want to change. I'm trying to change the zones here because I don't want houses going left and right. I want them going up and down. Same thing on this side. Okay. Speed this up a little bit. This is what I did not want to happen. I want all the houses like this. I do not want them like this. Let's go ahead and dezone this road. Sure there's no zoning on either sides. Nope. And I missed. Just your average southwestern U.S. run-of-the-mill homes. Eventually, we'll go back through here and we'll detail some stuff, and we might use Move It to spread some of these houses out, so it's a little bit more even. But for now, let's get started. For some reason, this burned bean wanted to come in crooked. As did this one. And actually, I am going to and in a gas station. I think it's appropriate. Let's see what it looks like. It's a European gas station. I'm not sure if there's any other. North American gas stations. Everything else is starting off at level 1. So let's not jump the gun. And you know what I've always noticed? It seems like gas stations really are make or break depending on their location. And one of the things that bothers me the most is when you have a gas station that is extremely hard to get into or out of. So I'm going to try to think logically here. Put a gas station somewhere where I think it would actually work and be beneficial. And I'm thinking a couple different gas stations, maybe somewhere in this area. I don't want it to be too close to the intersection, but I think right here would probably be a good place for it on both sides. That people can stop and get gas before they get on or off the highway. Or I could put it further down where it's not quite as close to all the chaos that would happen at the roundabout. Couple competing gas stations right across the street from each other. I don't know if they're competing, but they're the same color. I'm not sure what you are. Why you keep going in sideways. I'm gonna leave you. It's the same ones that keep going in crooked. There's our 3 little industrial. This one's industrial manufacturing. Capilla. Still pink and sparkly. All right. Well, they need employees. That is correct. Let's check. This looks like it's going to eventually be a somewhat decent area for roads to get put in. Maybe once we start heading this direction, we can wind it up and it can go up on top of this hill and we can have some more things up here. Also, what we can do is plan for the future. Let's Milestone 1, Tiny Village, the Church Inn, the Healthy Pub, the Fox Inn Pub, UK's small petrol station. Let's upgrade this. Let's keep this going. This would be something that would be good to continue for a main road. Sorry, house. So let's see, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I believe I saw some sort of bug where if you click on, you select an area to buy, but you don't actually buy it. See how it's 72 an hour? Maybe you don't even have to select anything. Maybe you just have to be in the page. Still showing 57 an hour. Let's go ahead and select it. Maybe they fixed the bug. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing $76 an hour. Well, if you need to make money, I guess go in there and just pretend like you're going to buy land. You need a lot more residential. Did I go correctly? No, it did not. We're going to delete all this so that everything is oriented correctly. We're just going to pause this. We're going to delete the road. Let's go ahead and delete these roads. Make sure there's no zoning. There we go. So that means I'm going to do the same thing for this. So it looks like with when we unlocked Tiny Village, it also increased or opened up medium density residential demand. we can do southwestern row homes now. That did not go the way I wanted it to go. Remove zoning. Might as well do the same thing here. Let's go through and put these roads down as well. I'm going to have to remember that going forward, making these roads to make sure that I zone and de-zones the one I want to make sure all the buildings are oriented correctly. You're making money, $639 an hour. Actually, before it gets too much further along, let's keep sorry houses. Let's keep the main roads. Feeders, I think is what they're called. Arterials, I'm not sure which ones. The big roads. We're going to keep the bigger roads consistent. And then from here, we can bend it out and go up there. This one can go up here. Maybe they can join up right here. Let's continue to build out. Make a fun little intersection here. We could make it a Y, Y it off. It'd be kind of fun. Let's go for another 96 and then we will do that just to make it a little bit interesting. add some more homes. Let's go ahead and rename this Second Street. And I might change something up here. I might make this, because this is the original downtown area, maybe what I'll do is I'll add some, I don't want to have to rezone the road though. I was thinking about maybe adding some more commercial. Third Street. Can probably definitely add some commercial on this side as well. So it looks like we have people starting to die. So we can either add a cemetery or a UK parish. The UK parish doesn't seem to make sense right now. Or, knock out crematorium right away. I think that's what we're going to do. It just takes up a whole lot less space, at least initially. It does. The cemetery does add some well-being and some recreation to it. And as much as I think I'm gonna add it over here to this side. Let's turn on topography. We're gonna add it down here, maybe where we have some more space. There are some add-ons that we can do for this, which I think initially would be important. Isn't this such a pretty map though? It really is. So that kind of came out of nowhere, but it is very interesting. Unfortunately, after we open up the crematorium, looks like our money started going into the red a little bit. mix it up a little bit. Let's add some northeastern. Commercial. Just to make it a little bit different. I usually try to avoid putting any sort of commercial along a main road. It just seems like it's a little bit better for traffic, but we'll give it a shot. I'm thinking starting here at this intersection, maybe about halfway down this section of road, we can start curving it to get over there. Kind of almost wish I had unlimited money, but then it wouldn't be as fun. I do enjoy kind of having to go a little bit slower at first. Milestone 2, small village. Let's go ahead and continue. Don't want any zoning along this. Let's see if I can correct that. No, I do want zoning along there. I'm not sure how much I like having so many intersections so close together, but that's fine. Yeah, no, I definitely do like these northeastern stores. I feel like I almost like them a little bit better than southwestern stores. But it works out. I think this looks like more of a small town feel in the Midwest. That's what these remind me a little bit more of. Maybe these ones are just a little bit newer or something. I do like how these look like rusted and faded. They definitely look older. I do like that. Just so these gas stations aren't kind of sticking out in the middle of nowhere. I do definitely need to add some more industrial. So this road layout is a little bit different from what I did in the previous build. I obviously still started in the square. I had a little bit more industrial up here, which obviously I still need to put some industrial in. But I didn't really expand this road the way that I did here. I think up here, I think I had a quarry. I definitely still had some commercial and residential here, commercial and residential there. Still looking for workers. That means we definitely still need to increase our amount of residents. Let's just add in some more. Let's see if we can get some bigger ones. There we go. I do try to like to keep these the same size. I think I'm gonna like the northeastern residential home or the row homes a little bit more than the southwestern. We'll see. If I do, maybe I'll build out these blocks a little bit more with whichever one I like more. Back in the green. A lot of people still coming in. Trash is going to be an issue soon, and then obviously you can see people getting injured. Let's see, we can do a small medical clinic for, let's see, 30, 25, 1600. Uh, 60 and 230. Upkeep side, the upkeep is, wait. Because this might still fit in well though. I mean, that's gonna make it feel like a little bit more of a bigger town vibe than what I think I'm going for right now, but let's see what it looks like. Well, one of these can make it fit. Why is it only fit in this one? It's this eastern. I mean, I think I kind of really like to look at this one too. It's a little bit taller than what I want. This one is Japanese one. Southwest Medical Clinic. I kind of like the look of this one. Looks pretty nice. Takes up a lot of space, but I think we can find a good space for this. I don't know that I want to have it right over in the residential area. That is a good kind of fit for it, but I can also put it over here. I do think we are going to want to have a little bit of, I guess it has some parking associated with it. Palm trees. I don't know that palm trees necessarily fit in with the rest of the vibe though. Might just have to delete those. So I think it's coming down to like the it's a bigger medical clinic. This right here just kind of reminds me a little bit more of like, oh, you find some sort of urgent care somewhere. This one almost reminds me of like a small hospital. Well, I guess, I want to see what it looks like. I guess I can always. No, I kind of like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go through and I am going to get rid of the palm trees. They just don't fit the vibe of this map, unfortunately. Palm trees are cool though. But yeah. But I can come back in and beautify this a little bit later. Add a little bit more landscaping around the outside to make it seem like this parcel of the land actually belongs to it. Yeah, that reminds me more of like a small little hospital or urgent care that you might find in an area like this. I mean, honestly, between the southwestern and the northeastern, I don't necessarily mind either one. However, I do feel like I do kind of like the looks of these a little bit better. Let's get rid of these siren noises. There we go. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to make this a little bit more. There's more of a gray. I do like that color, but I just don't think it goes with the green. So actually, let's change the green color to. That's interesting. I like that. Sure, I like that one. Don't like that either. Should we make this one just like an obnoxious color? I do like that, right? Let's keep this with white. I do like, I'm a sucker for white trim. I think that looks pretty good. I'm really liking that. I think if we do that honestly on both sides, I think that'd be really cool. So let's actually do that. Let's change these over to northeastern. Just in case. Go through and change some of these. beautiful. Let's make that a little bit lighter. That's not right. That's fine. It looks like a cute little neighborhood. I want all these ones to be. Do that on both sides. Let's change this over to. Am I able to? Might as well go ahead and focus on some more of these townhomes. And because I like them so much, I really wish I knew what caused some of these to go sideways the way they are. I wonder if I can. So what is this we have? We have some commercial. We don't really need any more commercial. Is it zone 4? Yeah, it's still zone 4, so that's alright. I like the look of these buildings. It just reminds me so much of just generic storefront for small towns. Alright, how are we going to expand? We're going to leave this the way that it is. We can go ahead and maybe add in some more. I don't know if you'd consider this cheating, but I'd rather have something there that I want than something that I don't want. We'll go back and we'll move it later. Maybe we can do something just like a different color though. Maybe we can make it. I like all the colors, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Pick one color that we like for each one. It's alright, it can be boring. I don't really want to get into too much of the landscaping quite yet, but eventually I'll probably put in some nice lining of trees, or maybe just thicken it up through here. I'm not sure. Can add some more medium density homes though. That's good enough. And then just use an alleyway. Snap those on in. Honestly, you know what I'm thinking? It's kind of goofy to have this parking over here. That'd be a perfect spot to put like a little park. This parking right here would be nice for everybody who lives here. And then I guess everybody can park going down the side. That's fine for now. I'm not going to worry too much about parking yet.
Well, quite frankly, yes. It is an additional expense, but the residents have come to expect a certain level of services, and we simply do not have the capacity to provide them within the city.
What does now we are going to be producing, yeah. Services. There we go. Well, now we're making some money again. Investing in the future. It made sense to put them right here too. It wasn't too bad. I'm sure there was some building that we could have done on top of there. Medium. No zoning. this road and put in what I want. Then eventually this road. Can also keep going straight up. Thinking maybe if we're going to continue along this way, maybe I need to have a better this road right here. Maybe I can have it curve up and go that way. So maybe I'll cut the corner on some of the stuff. There's not much I can do right here. So this is probably going to be all homes. So I'll say between. I think it'd probably be a good idea to get a fire department going. What's this look like? This is just a small fire department. Northeast. French fire department. Southwest.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area. To move here,
Can have that add on a little bit later.
Programmed to desire certain
These
representations
probably is not
within
as important yet,
which are
but I would
entirely
like to get
part of
some
the
schools
actual
in.
rewards in
For now, at least, let's put that Southwest High School right here. Elementaries don't typically have it as much parking, but they do have a little bit. Go back and I'll just move it after I figure out what parking and everything else laid out. And that might be enough parking. Let's once again a little bit more landscaping, probably to cut off some of the noise. I'm not sure why this road just kind of dead ends the way that it does. Let's just go ahead and put it there. I'm not sure why it was. I'm trying to get this usable. The automations Friday. that will do for that one for right now. And then as far as the high school is concerned, I don't know that we necessarily need a high school right now, and maybe it's gonna come back and bite me in the butt. Yeah, we're already minus 600. We're gonna let the high school go. Next episode, that's where we're gonna start off on. And yeah, definitely looks like we still need some more residential. So thank you very much for watching this short episode, and hopefully you'll stop by and catch the next one.